thank you for joining us. How Matthew said, I am Paulo. And just a fun fact, I like Kendo. I have a Bruce medal. There is Fernanda, our data coordinator. She trains dogs, like policy dogs, just for fun. It's their hobby. But first things first. Oops. Who is G2L? G2L is a spin-off of Gerdau. Gerdau is the biggest steel company in Brazil. We are the logistics. We took the logistics issues to resolve and to transport cargo from Gerdau, mostly, but we open to the market and have other customers too. We are in more than 2,000 cities. We have more than $2 million revenue per month, more than 3,000 fleets, 21 branches, and 3 distribution centers. We only have 5 years. And we are a big growth company. To address some context of Brazilian issues, we are a continental country. We have more than 1 million roads, but less than 20% is well pavimented. So we have a lot to address, to cover, and it's not the best infrastructure on our country. And using analytics and data, we can mitigate or solve most of the problems. And why Cloud Vantage Lake? So I will talk a little bit before the migration and after the migration. We have the same demands before we migrate, and our company grows too fast. So the infrastructure needs to grow fast, and we don't have it before. So we have a local database on premises, on a virtual machine, but jobs broke every time. We don't have reliability in data, and we don't find the real source of truth for each data. And after we use Cloud Vantage Lake and finish our migration, we could centralize data, we get more time to market, we increase our business value, and like an example, one of the jobs took 30 to 30 minutes. We could increase the speeds to a near real time, like 2 minutes to get our positions. But Fernanda will talk more about later. And our analytic journey. I will talk about our data modernization, and after that, Fernanda will talk about our cases. The dots in green, we already did. In yellow, we are working, and in gray, we're gonna start in a few weeks, few months. So our data modernization. This situation, like I said before, we have no monitoring system. We have a high cost, poor performance, inconsistent data, no governance, limitation to data science tools, like only structured data and only not hot data. Only data took some time to get and process. And what we want to modernize the data architecture, having a cloud system, so we don't need to worry about architecture, new updates, and don't need to worry about other stuff. Teradata can take that for us. To updates and some security, they help us a lot. We need to automate more process, integrate more data, and integrate with our business systems. And have finally the one source of truth, and find that. So we implemented VantageCloud Lake in that architecture. From the left to the right, our data sources we get from APIs, spreadsheets, manual inputs sometimes, IoT devices from our trucks, so we can get their position, some of the monitoring videos about fatigue, and we have an ERP system from SAP, TOTUS is from Brazil, and other things. We use ETL tools, mainly Python, using Python to get the data, transform, put some more value, and load to our database. And using Airflow embedded on Astronomer. Astronomer is a management system to Airflow, is a SaaS system too. And Pentaho was our legacy. We still use some, but the idea is to terminate it and bring everything to Teradata and ClearScape. That's our next step. That's not in the slides, but a little spoiler. In the Cloud Vantage Lake, we separate in 5 mailing banks. Bronze bank to raw data, silver data to augmented data, gold to business data. The 3 mains database, so we can put and consult according to how mature is the data. One database only to Q&A, to tests, and one to I call specific. That one is to us to give access to other companies in our group. Gerdau have 42 companies. We have a bigger group. And some group needs some data, some information from us. And we create a database only to them. And in the right, the final clients. Other companies, we can have machine learning and data science to use that data. Power BI is our main visualization tool today. And to our customers, like our people from other departments, other than IT, can get the data to make a self-service data. So after implemented that, we got high performance. Like I said, we have 30 minutes updates. Now we have a 2 minutes update near real time. Our jobs don't broke anymore. I'm the data engineer of the team, and I'm really tranquil. I'm really good here talking, no worries about broken jobs, inconsistent data. We can group that and make it work with the flow easily. The data on time, the data accuracy and governance. With the migration, we get the moments so we can apply data governance policies. So who receive the data, to who we can give the data, and who give the data to us. So we can address that correctly. And security with that. Who can access each table, who can access each information. With all of that solved, we have 2 more time to market. So we have time to create new dashboards, create new information, new KPIs. And it brings agility to development. Now I will call Fernanda to address you some of our cases. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I am so little nervous, so sorry. But with the modernization of data system, the data team is now working for high project strategies, and we are here are a couple of examples. So case number 2, cargo theft reducing use case. The situations we had cargo passing through remote areas and unauthorized roads and unauthorized stops. And has solution. We study and decide to use geolocation IoT devices in the vehicles and set up a system for quickly collection data. And after adding the IoT devices in the vehicles, and we create a geofence systems based on planar roads. So result, this allows us to monitor tracks in real time and catch up unauthorized, this allows us to monitor and reduce thefts and kidnaps to drivers. And as a result, in 2024, we haven't recorded any incidents. So case number 3, we had traffic accidents, and our traffic accidents are reason due to driver fatigue, so like this, and distraction and lack of adherence to safety standards. And as solution, implementation of IoT cabin monitoring devices and integrating with API. And we implemented video analytics models for driving for behaviors. And we expect a to reduce 20% the accidents. So case number 3 is in development. The next steps, reducing traffic accidents, and we created the use of cabin monitoring IoT devices, and we study buying to IoTs like drones, and we expected reducing 20% reducing. So to conclude, we have technical benefits and centralized connected data. And so benefits business, we generated more than saving 1 million per year. Uma bosta.
Fica aqui.
Aí.
All right. Thank you to Paulo and Fernanda. And we'll walk around some questions, but I've got one to kick us off. So just compared to a lot of the customers I work with here in the US, you guys are doing some really cool things with IoT devices on the trucks and even computer vision, the video analytics. Just curious if you could speak a little bit more about what it was like to get that implemented into your overall ecosystem.
Hello? Oh, thank you. We get an API to get these events to us. The time that fatigue or anything abnormal, anything strange to the driver. and storage it in the OFC, the cold storage, if I can say that, to put in a model to analyze. The main issue today is we have the events and the alarms. We have the API screen to us, hey, he are fatigued, he gonna sleep. But it's not well fit. Have a lot of problems like, hey, you're gonna sleep. No, it's just a yam. And we're gonna take that events, the good and the fail, to train a model to increase the accuracy and the precision of the alarms. So we're gonna make like a middleware model. We're gonna get the information, we're gonna evaluate, and gonna say to our risk area, we have a problem or we don't have a problem. That's the step we are working today. We are getting these videos to input in the model. That's it.
Question, in the architecture that you are showing before and after, in the before slide, you talked about like 30-minute, every 30-minute information pull into your database. And then you have a lot of Excels, and then even after you got into the database, before they do the churning and data analysis and all that, there is a lot of other data sources coming in. But in the future state architecture where you have VantageCloud, what I noticed is that you have a near real-time feeds coming in from the source system versus 30 minutes, yes. Right? And I understand that at the tail end of it, you may have a lot of inbuilt analytical capability with the ClearScape Analytics being part of the Teradata ecosystem. My question or my curiosity is that how much of your ingestion patterns of 30-minute intervals versus manual Excel sheet loading and stuff has to do with if you are able to make it near real time, right? Let's say even in the local database, if you're able to make it near real time versus making it near real time into Vantage. Can you talk a little bit more about where you are able to see the performance improvement? Sure. If you keep the source side aspects apples to apples comparison between VantageCloud and then the traditional databases that you had.
Sure. Let me try. The near real time we're using only to get the track, the geolocalization of our trucks. The other data, we don't need near real time, so we put the time needs to the business. To the near real time, we see the increase. We have we have monitors to indicate our KPIs in our control tower. And one of these KPIs is a map of Brazil in a big scale, and see where is each truck. With it evolved to 30 to 2 minutes, we can see the truck running. That was a great increase. And we have some people watching the trucks and say, oh, that one is too much time stopped. In 4 o'clock, that's not good. Let's call him and say if he's good. And the other things, we get more stable jobs. We have some informations from financial and human resources that departments see every time in the morning. So first thing, they come to the company, open our dashboard. Oh, today is good, today is bad. Yesterday was good, yesterday was bad. We have the jobs broken 2 or 3 times per week. So they arrive, oh, it's broken again. That information not reliable to us. Now, okay, it moves. Now we are better. Now we know what we need to do. That was our mainly and most increase in reliability and confidence from our customer or insider customers to us. I don't know, is that? Yep.
I'm just curious, when I think about your use cases, I think that normally the solution a company will choose is a traditional IoT solution from like a Samsara or Geotab. I'm curious how you ended up, did you do an RFQ? How did Teradata end up in the mix? And why did you choose to go this route versus sort of what a more traditional, just dumb out-of-the-box IoT solution?
Because the IoT solution we have today already implemented in our vehicles. So we change everything. Our hardware is more complex to change our platform. And we already need to change our platform, our cloud platform. So when we change, that has a collateral effect, like I say. We think to change to, okay, let's make the jobs better, the simple things better. But when we try to put the neural time, to put the things to Teradata, it brings us better values, better accuracy, stable jobs. So was a plus, was a great plus. Was the main idea to take. Yeah, that. Thank you. Okay. Oh, thank you.
All right, thank you.